Well, if he's not a happy manager today, he never will be a happy manager. Heartache on Tuesday, and no doubt a very difficult 3 or 4 days since then.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. But I think that just shows the character that we've got in the group. I don't think there's going to be many teams that can, even as crazy as this league is, respond from a defeat like that and then respond with a performance as we've done today against obviously a team that's going to be right up there, that we've got clearly a lot of talent, a lot of threat. So yeah, absolutely chuffed to bits with the reactions. The players have been absolutely amazing.
The great thing, I think, from my point of view when I was watching it, was I don't think you were ever second best in the game.
No, I said to the players at half time, you could feel it. You could feel we were in control. You could feel that if we continued to concentrate, we continued to pass the ball, that the gaps would open up, and lo and behold, that was exactly how it panned out. And again, to a man, they were amazing. But I'm really pleased with some of the players who've come in today and grabbed that opportunity. Obviously, we made 5 changes, including Dino coming in as obviously a new acquisition. 4 lads that came in outfield. Fenton, who came in, who's obviously new to us, but I thought showed exactly what he's about and why we wanted to bring him in. Tom Riley, really pleased for him with obviously him making the most of that opportunity today. I thought it took him maybe 10-15 minutes to settle down, but once he did, he showed all the qualities that we know that he's got. Kari, obviously, goes without saying, doesn't it? And the performance he's put in today, that's exactly what Tom Carr can do, and we've been waiting for that for him really. Even the goals that he scored, that was proper Tom Carr, absolutely at his best. And obviously Paddy as well, coming into the team as a young 18-year-old, making his full debut at centre-half, marking, playing against Sefton, who we know is a huge threat. So, and they're just the boys that come into the team, the ones that have been in, that've stayed in. Again, we're right back at their best levels, I felt.
Let's start with the number one, Fisher. Dino's come in. You tracked him for a while, or the club's tracked him for a while.
Yeah, Dino actually came in and trained with the group last season for a short period of time, obviously before I was here. We'd had conversations earlier on in the season, weren't able to do anything at that time for different reasons, and we're really pleased to get him in. Obviously Matty has gone back now, and we want to obviously thank Wigan for allowing us to help him on his development, and he did well. At the end of the day, he's not the reason that we conceded 4 goals against Avro and 5 goals on Tuesday night. That was a collective. The levels have been miles off where we've been. I've learned a lot in that period, in that 72 hours, reflecting on that and what's gone, and why, and what's gone wrong. But today the energy seemed back to where it needed to be, and I'm just so pleased with the reaction, because that tells me that the players have got a full belief in the vision, the long-term vision around what it is that we want to achieve. We're going to suffer more setbacks along the way, by the way, and I think if you remember rightly, I said to you way back when that it would level off. At this point, when we got to Clitheroe, we had 9 games in 32 days. That was the 9th game we've had in 32 days. That's absolutely crazy. In the time that we've played 6 games, this is only Clitheroe's 3rd, but you wouldn't have known that today, I don't think.
No, just one last thing on this. I'm sure he'll be completely disappointed to concede the goal.
Yes.
He played so well for the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He said himself, early on the ball went down the side. He should have come and dealt with it. Always come across and made a huge tackle for the team. But after that, you could see the quality that he's got in terms of how commanding he was. He didn't stop with his vocal interaction with the team, which again is so big and something we've been crying out for. And he's quick off his line. His distribution is fantastic, both from hands and feet. Yeah, he is disappointed. He's disappointed, and we're disappointed because we've done so much work and spoke so hard about what we need to do in terms of stopping balls coming into our box. And we did, so many times did we manage to stop crosses today, where it feels like in recent weeks the balls have been coming in. Every time the ball's gone wide, you're setting up going, this is coming into our box. Not today. We were getting out and blocking shots on second phases as well. So, hopefully Dino's enjoyed playing behind that back line, and not just back line, but collective defensive unit.
And you also praised up Tom Riley. I totally agree with you. I think he took a little while to build himself into the side, but then he did really adapt to the play and scored a cracking goal, really.
What, this afternoon?
Yeah, he did score, didn't he?
Well, they announced Tom Riley as scoring. It was Kari, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Carr? We thought it. To be honest, it was not great at looking at. But anyway,
they announced Tom Riley.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact I think Riley had a really good game.
Riley and Fenton in the middle of the park both took the ball. He showed a lot of courage, and again, that's something we spoke hard about from since Tuesday. You know, when we sat down with the players Thursday, I've had many conversations with players individually. And, you know, the importance of taking the ball, showing the courage to take the ball, and we did that. We knew the spaces would open up. We've looked at footage of them, and we knew the spaces were there, but we have to show the right mentality, the right attitude to take the ball, to be brave with the ball. I thought Fenton was superb in the middle of the park. I think his energy, his athleticism and technique were fantastic. Something I've asked more from him that I want to see more of is his aggressive nature to go and get around in terms of what you have to do as a midfield player, which we know Riles has got that. Without being the most athletic player, he has that bit of bite. You know, he's really competitive, and again, I loved how he drove the team today, supported his teammates. He was a proper team team player performance from him. But yeah, also was Fenton in there in the middle of the park. I thought alongside, and they complemented each other really well today.
Just one or two incidents in the game. Number one was Leek players were adamant the ball had gone over before when it was 0-0.
Yeah.
Were adamant the ball had gone over the line.
Yeah.
What's the feeling there?
Too far for me to see. Kari was adamant, but
you always are if you're.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time Kari was wrong about something. So I really don't know. It was too far to see, but you know, Kari kept getting in. The thing I was pleased about with Kari was, obviously his goals were brilliant when he got in the box. His dribbling was amazing, but he got in the first half where he's just a deflection away from towing it in on the line. Obviously, again, he's there in and around the goal line. He sniffs out goals, you know, and he gets into them areas. So chuffed to bits for him, and I thought his energy and what he put into the game today was really good.
Penalty instance.
Yeah.
I said there was a case that Hakan may well have seen a red card.
Yeah, obviously they got two back on the line. I actually don't know what the ruling is on that. Is it still a goal scoring opportunity if Rob stays on his feet? Well, yeah, absolutely, because there's two players on the line who can't use their hands.
I was thinking more in terms of he made no attempt to actually get the ball. His attempt was to take away Stevenson's leg.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't matter. And again, obviously, Dan was disappointed at half time coming in, you know, having not converted the spot kick. But you know, I mean, we'll come again on that, and that's again something we've got to look at. But at the end of the day, again, we've come here, scored 4 goals, had a penalty saved, umpteen other chances as well, where we've had, you know, like you say, the one off the line, a couple in the first half. So. You know, it's not
we're not arguing. We're not complaining at all. We're not complaining at all. One last question then. Are there going to be other players coming in, do you think?
Yeah.
Purely because I'm asking the question because you said you thought you were a bit short on numbers, and today you weren't able to fill your bench.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Obviously, we know that we've got Pricey on the horizon. Hopefully, going to be back in the fold soon. Josh Ryder obviously is a little bit further away, which we spoke about in the past. Obviously, we didn't fill the bench today. We didn't have a second goalkeeper on the bench. Yeah, listen, we are on the lookout for additional bodies because you know we do need to freshen the group up. And like you said, we haven't got loads of depth. The challenge at this level, of course, is how you can continue to keep 18, 19 players happy if you're carrying that number. So yeah, there's certainly a lot of work going on behind the scenes. There has been a lot of work going on. Obviously, we're delighted to get Dino over the line. But yeah, we'll just have to see what comes this next week.
Well, whatever happens, we're going to have a far better weekend than we had in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. We certainly are.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, Dave. Cheers.